Let's talk about AI. All right, so there is a lot of exciting stuff going on in AI, and we've got a lot of updates to talk about today. AI agents, creative tools, Llama, how this all intersects with our work on glasses and building future computing platforms. One of the simplest cases for AI use cases is your AI assistant, right? That basically you can use to answer any question and create content. And Meta AI differentiates itself in this category by not just offering state-of-the-art AI models, but also unlimited access to those models for free, integrated easily into our different products and apps. So Meta AI is on track to being the most used AI assistant in the world by the end of this year. In fact, it's probably already there, right? We're almost at 500 million monthly actives, and we haven't even launched in some of the bigger countries yet, so we're getting there. And today, we're making Meta AI even smarter with our new open source Llama 3.2 models. And I'm going to get into more details about Llama 3.2 in just a minute, but one of the headlines is that they're multimodal. So now Meta AI can natively understand images as well as text. Now, we're using this new capability to build some features that I haven't seen anyone else build. I mean, this is pretty interesting and novel stuff. Creative tools that we're adding to Imagine Edit. It lets you upload any photo and edit it precisely with natural language in Meta AI across the apps. My family loves this. We spend a lot of time taking photos and making them more ridiculous. You know, one of my daughters actually just wrote a book, and we used Meta AI, and she used it to illustrate the book. It's just a lot of fun and awesome. This one, I think, is actually probably the biggest AI news that we have today. We are adding natural voice interactions to Meta AI. And you don't have to wait a while. We are rolling this out today and over the next few days. I think that voice is going to be a way more natural way of interacting with AI than text. And probably, I think it has the potential to be one of, if not the most frequent ways that we all interact with AI. It is just a lot better. So now you're going to be able to have natural voice conversations with Meta AI across all the major apps. You got Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook. We want to make this fun. All right, so in addition to the different system voices that we built in that I think are pretty good, we've also worked with some of the most iconic voices out there to bring them to Meta AI, like John Cena, Judi Dench, Kristen Bell, Keegan-Michael Key, and Awkwafina. Should we try it out? Hey, are live demos risky?
Live demos can be risky, yes. They can be unpredictable, prone to technical issues, and potentially embarrassing. However, they can also be engaging, memorable.
But I'm going to do it anyway.
Go for it. Just be prepared for anything to happen. Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Awkwafina. We are also building AI Studio, so that way creators can make their own AIs to engage with their communities. We've started releasing a text-only version of this a bit earlier, but we're also working on a version that is more natural, embodied, and interactive. So Don Allen Stevenson, this great creator who built one of the first text-only ones. You want to come out here and show us what you built with the new updated platform? All right, so you were one of the first creators to build one of these creator AIs with the text-only platform. Can you tell us what it does and your experience with it?
Yeah, so for me, I've been treating my creator AI kind of like my digital assistant. So I've trained it on how I respond and how to engage with my audience. And then, it can send DMs, can share links to relevant resources, and then what else am I having it do? Oh yeah, it guides people through conversation. It's great.
Awesome. Well, how do you think creators are going to use this, and what do you think they're going to find it useful for?
The main one is if you're getting a ton of DMs and you're missing the time to respond, my creator AI for me has been answering a lot of my frequently asked questions. I have time to go outside, take a break, and then the other thing is I have a lot of control over how it responds. So I can have it train on how I write in threads, how I do captions.
Yeah.
So all that control is oh, great.
Try out the new one.
Do they know about the new one? Yeah.
They don't yet, but they're about to.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey, congrats on the new book that you just released. What's the main thing that you're hoping that people take away from it?
Thank you so much. Yeah, The main thing I want people to take away from my book is the idea that you have the power to create your own opportunities by combining curiosity, adaptability, and resilience in a rapidly evolving digital world.
You know, I saw a video of the epic outdoor standing desk that you wrote the book at. Is being in nature and standing desk important for your creative process?
Being in nature and using a standing desk is crucial for my creative process. It helps me think more clearly and come up with my best ideas. I'm way more creative and focused when I'm outdoors.
All right, I'm going to try to stump you with this one. Do you have any tips on cattle ranching?
I don't have any tips on cattle ranching. My expertise lies in technology and design, not agriculture.
Live demos sometimes work. One more creative tool that I want to highlight is we are experimenting with automatic video dubbing on Reels, starting with English and Spanish. So this is going to be a way that you can see more of the content that's out there no matter what language you speak. And as a creator, this is going to let you reach a lot more people around the world no matter what language you speak. So now you're going to be able to take your content and it's going to be in your authentic voice, speaking other languages if you want. And we're also doing automatic lip syncing, so that way it actually looks like you are speaking the other language. So let's check this one out.
Mi lengua materna es el español, pero fíjate, ahora también puedo hablar inglés a través del doblaje automático de IA. Mis labios se sincronizan con la traducción y todo. Es increíble. Qué cool poder conectar con personas y audiencias que hablen inglés. My native language is Spanish, but check it out. Now I can also speak English through AI automatic dubbing. My lips are synchronized with the translation and everything. It's amazing how cool to be able to connect with people and audiences who speak English.
Pretty neat. Looking forward to rolling this out more broadly and in a lot more languages. All right, now let's talk about Llama 3.2, our newest open source AI model. This is our first open source multimodal model, and it's going to enable a lot of interesting applications that require visual understanding. We're releasing 11 billion and 90 billion parameter multimodal models. These are counterparts to our 8 billion and 70 billion text-only models. And they're going to be widely available everywhere, except the EU, unfortunately, to start, but I remain eternally optimistic that we will figure that out. We are also, in addition to that, releasing much smaller 1 billion and 3 billion parameter models that are optimized to run on devices. I'm really proud of the result here. These are the highest performing and best models of their sizes, the best models that I think you're going to be able to run on a device. This is a slide showing how quickly it runs locally when you're running it on a device. So this is going to be, I think, going to be the best models that you can run on a phone, or soon that you'll be able to run on glasses, which I will get to in just a moment. But the bottom line is that Llama continues to improve quickly, and it's enabling more and more capabilities. We're just adding more and more over time. And now that Llama is at the frontier in terms of capabilities, I think we've reached an inflection point in the industry where it's starting to become something of an industry standard. It's sort of like the Linux of AI. And we're seeing closed source labs react by trying to slash their prices to compete with Llama. But look, I think the trend and trajectory is pretty clear, and we know where all this is going. I think open source is going to be, already is, but is definitely going to be the most cost-effective, customizable, trustworthy, and performant option out there for developers to use, and I'm really proud of the work that we're doing on this. Now, speaking of AI and glasses, we are seeing the emergence of a new AI-centric device category. People love their Ray-Ban Meta glasses, so much that for a little while we were struggling to keep up with the demand, but I think we're on top of that now. Cross my fingers. Glasses are a very natural computing platform, right? They're great for taking photos and videos. You don't have to pull out your phone. You can live stream from them now. You can do video calls where you can stream what you're looking at. I personally love the audio, right? Listening to music or audiobooks or taking phone calls. We got the open ear speakers, so you're not, what's going on around you isn't obscured from you. But one of the most important things about this is they're also just good-looking glasses, right? Because the reality is that most of the time you're not using smart functionality, yet at least. So people want to have something on their face that they're proud of, and that looks good, and that's designed in a really nice way. So they're great glasses. We keep updating the software and building out the ecosystem, and they keep on getting smarter and capable of more things. So for example, pretty soon you're going to be able to control Spotify and Amazon Music with voice alone. But the most important and awesome part of the whole thing is the AI. All right, so glasses, they're kind of the perfect form factor for AI, right? For letting an AI assistant see what you see, hear what you hear, be able to communicate with you privately, so it can help you out with whatever you're doing throughout the day. And we keep upgrading the AI with these iterative releases, and we've got a particularly big set of releases coming up over the next several months that I'm going to talk about today that I'm really excited about. So let's start with the smaller things. We'll kind of build our way up. All right, so first, we're making it more natural and conversational. So now, instead of having to say, look and tell me when you want to use the camera or use multimodal AI, you're just going to be able to say, hey, Meta, what kind of smoothie can I make with these? And instead of having to keep saying, hey, Meta, every time you want to talk to it, you're just going to be able to keep the conversation going. Small improvements, making it a lot better and easier to use. All right, next. We are adding the ability for the glasses to help you remember things. So if you're heading somewhere, no more forgetting where you parked. Now it'll just help you out with that. Your glasses have you covered, and they can also remind you to pick up those avocados when you go to the store so you can make that smoothie. They're also going to be able to take actions based on what you're looking at. So text, if you're looking at a phone number, you can remember it, or you can ask it to call the phone number. You can ask it to visit QR codes, or if you're looking at a billboard, it can remember things and can scan it. So I think that's going to be awesome and make it a lot more useful too. The next one is a kind of really interesting feat of technology. We're adding multimodal video AI. So Meta AI is now going to be able to give you real-time help as you are doing things, like trying to figure out what outfit you want to wear for a party that you're going to. And you can kind of get a sense of how useful it's going to be to have glasses and AI that can understand what's going on around you and can give you suggestions and feedback as you go. So yeah, pretty excited about this. I mean, this is the beginning of, I think, a big thing. There's a lot to build out around this to make it more useful over time, but this is going to be a big platform. One feature that I am quite excited about is live translation. Meta AI on your glasses is going to be able to translate for you in real time. So if you're talking to someone who speaks Spanish or French or Italian, you're going to be able to hear it in your ear in English. All right, now, like a lot of people who live in California, I sometimes like to think that I speak some Spanish, but I don't. But I am about to have a conversation with Brandon Moreno, former UFC flyweight champion of the world, where he is speaking Spanish and I am speaking English. All right, Brandon, you want to come out here and show us this?
Starting live translation from Spanish to English.
Hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo está tu rodilla? ¿Has vuelto a entrenar?
Hey, how are you? How is your knee back training?
Doing well. Knee is doing well. It feels strong. I'm ramping up training. How are you doing? Are you getting ready for your next fight?
Haciendo bien. La rodilla está haciendo bien y sentirse fuerte. Estoy aumentando el entrenamiento. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Te estás preparando para tu próxima pelea?
Sí, estoy listo.
Awesome.
Yes, I am ready. Increíble.
I don't really need anyone to translate for me to understand that. But I am looking forward to your fight. It's going to be awesome.
No necesito a nadie para
November,
traducir
you've
para
got
que
this.
entienda
Good
eso.
luck. Have fun out there,
Pero
man.
estoy deseando tu pelea. Va a ser increíble. Noviembre. Tú puedes. Buena suerte. Diviértete ahí fuera, hombre.
Go for it. I think this is going to be awesome. We're going to keep on adding more languages. That is one way that glasses that can see and hear what you see and hear are going to be able to help you. And the transition lenses especially are getting really good. They're really fast. So you go outside, they get dark. You go inside, they get light really quickly. And now we're bringing the full range of EssilorLuxottica transitions lenses to the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, so that way you can go get them in prescription, optical, transitions, or sunglasses, whatever you want. You're going to increasingly be able to use them anywhere you go. As they get more and more useful, I think a lot more people are going to want glasses that they can take indoors, outdoors, everywhere that they go. I think this is going to be a big deal. All right, so this whole category of AI glasses has honestly, it's taken off a lot faster than I expected. You know, I actually thought, if you'd asked me a few years ago, I would have said that we were going to have to wait until we had full holographic AR glasses for glasses to become a mainstream product. But between the really impressive advances in AI and just the fact that these are great glasses on their own, even when you're not using any of the functionality I just talked about, this has become a real hit. And I'm really proud of this, really excited to be working with our partner EssilorLuxottica and for the exciting roadmap that we have up ahead of just really amazing things on the horizon.
영상 재밌게 보셨나요? 저는 메타가 개발한 AI가 현실 세계에 다가오고 있다는 느낌이 들었습니다. 일부에서 봤던 메타 퀘스트 3S는 시작에 불과했네요. 실시간 번역과 컨텐츠 언어 번역, 입술 보정 기술까지 정말 미쳤다고밖에 생각이 안 드는데요. 저는 오픈 AI의 GPT-4o 시연을 보면서 영화 허가 가까이 다가왔다고 느꼈어요. 근데 메타의 스마트글래스가 실시간으로 비서 역할을 해준다면 진정한 AI 비서가 나타날 것 같습니다. 내 비서를 AI 스튜디오에서 커스터마이징하는 기능까지 들어간다면 못할 것도 없어 보입니다. AI 생태계, 메타버스 생태계를 차지하기 위한 주커버그의 도전은 이게 끝이 아닙니다. 3부에서는 세상을 놀라게 한 AR 홀로그램 안경, 오라이온을 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 3부에서 뵙겠습니다. 지금까지 엔드플랜의 마추였습니다.